I do feel like there is someone in need around you. And I do know that sometimes being kind, those people can annoy us a lot. But I feel like you have the ability this time to make a difference in someone's life. It's you that has the ability. And thank you, Wolfie, for the welcome back. I hope everybody comes back. It helps me with the queue. Oh, Leary C, you're too generous. You've just given Sylvie a sub. I mentioned them last time, did I? Well, Sylvie, you can thank Leary C for subbing you. The gift sub. I didn't realise I mentioned them last time. That just blows my mind. I do so many readings on a Tuesday that I don't remember. Someone can remind me and it comes back, but I'm not going to ask for that at the moment because I feel like there's someone in need. And it's, to me, the energy I'm picking up is someone from your past that you helped out before and didn't get anything in return. I feel this person is in a worse dilemma than you. And congratulations for showing so much courage. I feel nobody has told you that and you need to hear it. A relative. Okay. It could be a relative. I'm not seeing it yet. Oh, sweet dreams, Sabs. Mwah. And happy holidays to you and have a very Merry Christmas. Now, Sylvie, I'm picking up you're in two minds of whether to do anything at all. See, Wolfie, I've got a really supportive chat and you're one of them. I love it. Oh, it wasn't working for you at all. Oh, sorry, Breenie. Sorry, doll. I went offline when the delivery came and the delivery, it's a grocery delivery, so I had to put the frozen stuff away. The rest can wait. Sylvie, I feel that there's also almost like a universal thank you for the determination you've shown. I do get that there's opportunities. So speak to people, but speak to them in an honest way. You can do that without complaining. Trust me. I know you can. Because I do see an opportunity coming up for you. It's almost like a reward for everything you've had to endure over the last 12 months. And I remember seeing something on one of my social media feeds. It was someone that said, describe 2023 in one word. And I thought, oh my goodness, I can't do it without a paragraph. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. Yes, spreading the love. That's how you... Well, there's a reward and it's within grasp, but it requires... Yes, I can understand that, Sylvie. From a personal perspective, I can understand it. But I do get there's a reward, and I get before New Year. But it involves you communicating without complaint just communicating your needs. And I do feel that you're going to be shocked by what comes through. I have to say, Sylvie, you will be shocked. Because, and this is not a dig, it's just a question. Would you describe yourself as a perfectionist? Perfectionist, sorry. I put a B in front of perfectionist. And it's like with anxiety as well. It's like trying to do everything right, but the nervousness in maybe not getting it right is there. Yeah, look, I'd describe myself as a perfectionist as well. But I'm picking up that your lateral thinking rather than logical thinking is standing you in good stead right now. Right in the here and now. And I'm not sure whether you've had to have home, I can't say modifications, but it's almost like that. It's home carpentry work done. Well, now that those cards have come out, the word that came out of my mouth first was modifications. I am picking that up, Sylvie. If you can understand needing modifications like a handrail installed or benches made a different height, just let me know if that resonates for you, because I am leaning that way. There you go. I feel that has brought more balance into your existence, a little bit more confidence. Still not quite there. Light Seeker, welcome in. Still not quite there, but it has brought a bit more confidence into your world. And I also want to say that you're achieving some balance. And I do feel like whoever I'm talking about, once you start speaking, and I think you may have spoken to the contractor and realised that 2023 sucked for them as well. Yeah. I feel like you're wishing for more energy because you want people to understand your limitation or your situation. And you always come up short without the right words. And I can give you a hint on what I've done. I actually made a frame. You can understand that. I actually made a frame that said my limitations in order of importance. And I put it somewhere where I can't see it, but where visitors, as soon as they enter, their eyes are drawn to it. And that has made it so much easier. C. DeLuca, welcome in. You can thank Leary C for your sub. Okay, and I've got so many subs to boost up. I'll do Chaos Sucks and then Leary C. So, Sylvie, if that helps you in some way, but also start practicing on how to word your difficulties in a positive way. Because I do feel you'll come across people who think their world is worse than yours. And can you understand a broken arm being part of your journey? I feel it's the broken left upper arm. Or there's a significant bruise there. Yeah, Leary C subdue. C Delika. During the last 12 months, your upper, near your shoulder, your upper arm, above your elbow, oh, there's so much love going on in my stream today. It's amazing. You don't think so? Have a think back. I feel it has happened. Whether you've got difficulty lifting your left arm, I'm not sure where it fits in. It's just, I'm being impressed with that pain. And I do feel there's a small grocery store that you shop at. And there's help there. It's like one of the reasons you shop at this small grocery store is there's help there. As in, I know sometimes when I go grocery shopping, the checkout operator packing the bags the way that I ask actually helps. Mind you, I had a big grocery thing, so I got it delivered, but that's not always a good thing. There's a grocery store I go to that's fairly local to me, and they've seen me struggle and actually helped me out to my car with my groceries. Mind you, I've got a list. I never stick to it. I always grab extras. But it's that kind of help. And I feel speaking about it is a good thing. Even if it is just ordering something in. But I also feel there's a medical issue that you're getting dealt, that you're dealing with. And it involves regular trips. I know I'm on the right path. My guide keeps telling me stick with it. Because I see that there is a lot of contact. I do feel like the difficulties you've encountered over the last 12 months need to be spoken about. And in speaking about them, you will create change. But the speaking about, I get being in a positive way. I could always look at needing to get a grocery delivery, which I never ever would have done in the past, as being something, no, get out and about more, is what I was getting. It's something I never would have done in the past. But I had to get used to it because physically it was too much for what my body could handle. And I just had the nicest delivery person. And I forgot to take my reindeer ears off. And as I was putting the frozen stuff in the freezer, the ears nearly ended up in the freezer. So the reindeer ears nearly ended up in the freezer. So it's things like that that I feel will bring you out. And hopefully that makes sense now, Sylvie, that you're starting to hit your confidence point, and I feel there's rewards, and I want to say they're almost immediate. There's not a long wait for them. So even if you have to refer to the competition, as in YouTube, to find out the how to word a negative as a positive. Because you don't have to deny that you went through a negative. It's how we present it. Have you noticed whenever Saturday News, welcome in. First time in the chat. Enjoy the chat. I've forgotten what I was going to say now. Duh. But if you come across complaining people, do you understand how that draws on your energy? I call that energy vampire, whereas I don't get that feeling from you, and I get that feeling that you're determined and you can get the job done. But it's avoiding energy vampires by trying to work out how to be honest about what you've gone through and being able to express it. And to me, it's beautiful when someone can do that. Like, I wouldn't have met certain people unless disgusting, horrible things happened to me in the past. It's only through those disgusting, horrible things that I met positive people. Now, should we do Leary C next? That is my question. And Sylvie, hopefully that resonates. And please feed back, because I get you're right on the cusp of this positivity taking over. But I'd like to hear from the chat. Should Leary C be boosted to being next for all the gift subs? 6 of them. Thank you, Chaos, because otherwise you would have been next. Yes, that's what I think. 6 gift subs. You're welcome, Sylvie, and don't forget, come and feed back. See, Leary, see, you've got people shouting you on. And as soon as I get my keyboard right, I'm going to fix that up. Okay, so there we go, Leary C. You are next. And jingle bells. I should have really worn it as a bracelet, then I would have remembered. Okay. Now, I know, Leary C., the last time I did a read for you was your first time in my stream. I'm picking up like I don't do spirit reads all the time, but as soon as I hit the next, a grandmotherly energy came in really quick. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. A grandmotherly energy came in really quick. Okay, can you understand your great-grandmother being a large woman? Not really tall, but cuddly. There you go, cuddly. She knew all sorts of tricks. Home remedies was great-grandmother's specialty. I also get that there was, gave the best cuddles. I felt that. I felt the cuddles. That's why I said cuddly. And I feel like head on lap was something that happened. I'm also being impressed with an acceptance of what and who great-grandmother was. Can you understand Bell, the surname, I believe, of Bell, or the first name Bell? Isn't Bell short for Elizabeth? Her name was Annabelle. There you go. Thank you. There you go, Leary. See, that's evidence for you. I heard Bell. And I feel grandmother's name was shortened to Bell. Okay. There's a compassion that this woman had for everyone. But there's also an acceptance of flaws. I feel great-grandmother had teeth problems and also went through early menopause. And great-grandmother just accepted that as being her lot in life. And I know you have a question for me. That's why I'm laying out the cards as I read. And I know when Spirit do get it right, the communication can be awkward. But I'll keep giving what I get, because I am actually getting the daisies represent something for great-grandmother. And I feel great-grandmother had a saying, the person to be honest with is yourself. If you fool yourself, you're fooling nobody. Chaos Sucks is after Leary C. Blue Moss Dragonette. That's okay. When the spirit world come through, the spirit world tend to get first preference. Oh, sweetie Kiki, sorry you've had to leave. But I do feel like daisies had a significance. Oh, sweet dreams, sweetie Kiki, and have a very Merry Christmas. I will be back next week. There may not be many people around next week, so who knows? Okay. Thank you, sweetie Kiki. Now, Leary C., can you understand she loved daisies? She named her first dog Daisy. There you go. I knew there was something significant about daisies. I am picking up that great-grandmother had problems with her teeth. As if my mum has a similar problem. Her teeth are chalky. which means they grind down easily, and also went through early menopause. I'm talking mid-40s, went through menopause. And I feel there was a loss of a child that led to the menopause. Okay. She was quick to comment, and her comments were usually insightful, but they could hurt. You do know she lost her second child. Well, no, they're reunited now. Ask family members who may know about the menopause thing. That'll be evidence for you. I am getting very quick to comment. Almost like an Aries energy would. Very quick to comment. But also insightful. And I do feel like great-grandmother was a religious person. And this time of year would have been really special. And I know as a Catholic, Easter is more special. Yeah, but I want to say insightful. But she didn't let anyone push her around. Can you understand 5'1"? I know we discussed great-grandmother's height. But can you understand 5'1"? Ah, so great-grandmother was more like me. I like looking into different... 5'2", thank you. I'll accept that. I was only an inch out. Seriously, in Australia, we work in centimetres. So for me to say, no worries, Wolfie, for me to say it in inches, I'm getting there. There's a German or Dutch connection here with great-grandmother. And I know in Australia it's not something that we would normally do, but I feel like great-grandmother bunt cakes. If anyone can explain what a bunt cake is, just let me know in the chat. You're a bit Dutch. There you go. Don't worry, I'm a bit Dutch too. Tea towels. Oh, I got the tea towel addiction early in my life. The cleaning addiction, not so much. And hopefully you can laugh at that joke. But I feel like that your great-grandmother was victorious over illness. And I feel like this is why great-grandmother is coming in. And she's presenting you with pink roses. I almost want to say pink fragrant roses. And even though things have been chaotic, you're proud, but don't forget the harmony. So being proud, there you go. I need you to hang on to that. Leary C, I need you to hang on to that. Your great-grandmother came through and told me she survived. and presenting you with pink roses. Well, there's the daffodils. So to me, that is the Cancers, daffodils. But there's a pridefulness in you that impresses your great-grandmother. It's almost like you're unusual in the sense that you will dress up to go to the doctors. You will dress up to go to the supermarket. And your great-grandmother is proud of that. And as you may have struggled with gratitude, this is why the pink roses are coming through so strongly. It's like there's always something to be grateful for. Even in the worst of times. Sorry, I had to add that in. That's what great-grandmother said. So, Leary C, if you can take that love that's coming through and forge it into your own life and know that there's a silver lining with everything. And I believe that's why great-grandmother came through. Oh, Leary C, you're amazing. Gift subbing all those people. You've brought joy to others. Remember that. Even in our worst moments, we still have the capacity to bring joy to others. And don't worry, you're still in my healing prayer book. Thank you for saying that, Wolfie. It needed to be said. And I feel, Leary C, there's a debate going whether you should freeze embryos. It did need to be said. There's a debate going of whether you should freeze embryos. And I feel like the debate comes down to cost. And I would go for it. I would go for it. Then you can heal yourself and know that there's still... Blue Moss Dragonette, sorry to lose you. I'll do a shout out for Blue Moss Dragonette because Blue Moss Dragonette's probably got prepping stuff to do for own streaming. And Leary C, hopefully that does resonate for you. You're welcome, Blue Moss Dragonette. There you go, Leary C. You're welcome and thank you. Your generosity overwhelmed me today. It really did. Generosity of spirit. You can't, that's something you can't buy. In all seriousness, it's not. It's something you can't buy. Oh, thank you, Horse-Drawn Portrait. Yes, if we can all give Leary C a great big hug. Oh, thank you, Leary C. Do you realise not many people are... Thank you, Chaos. Not Yeah, I've got the bestest Twitch community. I know that, Wolfie. It's awesome. But not many people know this, but in my intuitive reads online, the level that, oh, thank you, Leary, the energy it takes for spirit to come through overwhelms me at times, and it takes more energy for that than what it does to read intuitively. So I appreciate it when spirit just knock me flying as soon as I see a handle, because it lets me know that that's where it's coming from. Because you don't need the cards to be able to express the spirit energy, but you do need the cards for intuitive reads. So there we go. And I do need to take a $5 to just come down from that spirit energy, because I do have to keep my vibes really high when I'm communicating. So give me 5, I'll be back, and I'll put the list up. And believe it or not, I do this live in person. So it's always, and I do have 2 subs that I do have to boost. And C. DeLuca is now a sub I have to boost. I'll get there. But bear with me. I'll just take 5. Hello, thank you for allowing me the $5, and welcome in Charlie, and thank you for your 4-month subversary, and welcome in Gold Hairs. It has been a high pipe kind of day, thanks to Leary, and thank you for the welcome back, Wolfie, and I'm blessed, I really am. Now, let's see. I believe it's Chaos. There you go. Thank you for the welcome back. And I got my jingle bells. I said I was going to annoy people doing it in between every read, but... okay. Now, Chaos, can you understand struggling with a back issue? And I feel it's towards your right side. Just a yes or a no. I've now got to retrain what side of my head I've got to listen to. Okay. It does radiate on the right. Thank you for that. And there you go, Gold Hairs. You got a watch streak. You've currently been doing it for 3 streams. You've been doing it more. But I think Twitch just do it in a... They give you the points because it's in a row. But Chaos, I'm feeling like you're struggling to find a dental practice open at the moment. I don't know why that came in. Oh, thank you for the compliment, Gold Hairs. Chaos, can you understand struggling to find a dentist that's open? Just a yes or a no. I don't care if it's a no. The no's can be as loud as the yeses as far as I'm concerned, because it lets me know which side of my head I got to listen to. Oh, come on, Karen. Get the cards. That's okay. Don't apologise for a no. It's me that's got to get it right. It's me that's running a channel. Then it's desiring. Oh, thank you, Charlie. Sweet dreams. And thank you for your generosity, Charlie. And Merry Christmas to you. Chaos, I feel like it's struggling to find something that is open. I feel there's something that needs examination, and it's close examination. Okay. Can you understand there's a fear of people pulling out? Or not honouring their side? Okay. You've got... It's almost like you're preparing, but you seem over-prepared. And you've got a choice as to whether to stop, But I feel like it's a timing issue. And I want to say, whatever this is, there's someone you don't trust going to be there. Why are you trying to impress someone you don't trust? Not over-prepared, under-prepared. See, I should really put out more of the cards to start with, shouldn't I? It's like a running out of time. Yeah. It's pride. It's one of the reasons pride is listed as a sin. But to me, it's not, because you actually get joy. I'm not saying impressing others in a toxic way gives you joy, but impressing others, you get joy out of being you. And see, Queen of Cups, I knew you get joy out of it. But don't try and impress the snake. Try and impress... I feel like it's overcompensation. And I'm not telling you anything you don't know with the High Priestess. Yeah. If it gives you a small rush and it gives you joy in any way, do it. But I feel like it's overcompensating for the snake. So the person you don't trust, it's overcompensating for them. And I've done it. Who hasn't? I've forced myself to be nice to somebody that doesn't deserve it. And I pretty much got over it quickly, because you can't resonate with everyone. It's just not how the world works. But I do feel you're umming and ahhing over whether to attend something. You're umming and ahhing over whether to be present. Yeah, Wolfie, it's so true. We all get brought up and told to kill them with kindness. No, it only takes away our energy. And I did start off my stream with a kindness theme. I'll get back into it. But I do feel you walking away. You know exactly who it is too. There you go. But you're in rest mode now because of it. You'll come out of rest mode better than ever. So don't worry, it's not a negative thing. But yes, like Wolfie said, most of us were brought up to kill them with kindness. And it really doesn't work, because all that does is it emotionally kills us. And I sort of liked Leary's great grandmother, who would speak their mind, but at the same time provide a loving, comforting place to land. And that's what I'd like to see more of. People speaking their mind, yet providing that loving, comforting place for someone to land. Yeah, it depletes our own energy, and it's unfortunate, because kindness should be a way of life. There are certain people who give kindness, and in today's society of likes and shares and social media, we're in competition to stand out. And that takes energy. Yet the thing that makes us stand out is respect and listening. And listening to understand, not listening to respond. And the same applies to kindness. People in this world now are so busy with their socials full stop, that they've seen that kindness can emotionally deplete and financially deplete. So now kindness has become something that people are suspicious of. So why waste our energy when the person receiving it could be suspicious? Just a Karen thought. Can you understand walking on broken glass? Chaos? Yeah. It's not you at fault. Like literally. All I got was walking on broken glass. You know the song? Feels like I'm walking on broken glass. I think it's the Eurythmics. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel you're dealing with a Mars energy here. And it's like you're feeling judged. It's either Mars or it's... Wolfie, you can look it up. It's a Mars energy. So it can be Scorpio, Aries, or Leo with judgment coming after the Emperor. You can see the metaphor for sure. Okay. And I feel you're dealing with an Aries, a Scorpio, or a Leo. And it's someone you've known for quite some time. I feel like you may have wanted to impress them as a partner would. And you felt left out in the cold and stabbed in the back at the same time. It's Annie Lennox. Ah, there you go. I was right. Eurythmics. If this person is a recent and they've just done this, more than likely Scorpio. If it's a recent and they've just done this, try and give them a way out. If it's past, let it go. I see you jumping back into more of a carefree approach to life, where you are letting things go, where you are jumping into things that give you joy. And I do see it paying off in the long run. That's why I can't separate whether it's a past situation or a current. But I do see you getting your foundational wish. I see a wish of a foundation here. A wish of being in a stable connection. And I do see in the long run that wish will be granted. Yeah, doing things for yourself, but we've all got responsibilities. And doing what we're responsible for first and putting ourselves first is difficult. And someone said to me, don't clean anybody else's house until your own is clean. And you've got to sit down and watch a movie and sip a glass of wine. And I thought, that is so me. I'd leave my house in chaos and help other people sort things out. before I even thought of sitting down and watching a movie and drinking a glass of wine. And I feel that resonates with you. And congratulations on being brave enough and being courageous enough to seek therapy. A lot of people don't, believe it or not. A lot of people will not go that way. And yeah, do more for others first. Yeah. And it was actually a really close friend of mine that said to me, don't go and clean somebody else's house. And it was metaphorical. Get your own house in order. Sit down, watch a movie, have a glass of wine, and then if you want to give after that, give. But make sure that your own house is in order first. And I feel that's really important to you at the moment, Chaos, because life is starting to unfold for you in positive ways, and it's how to handle that. I feel there's an underlying trust that was eroded. You'll get it back, but I feel you know you will. Hello, Snowkai. Hello, Sailor. Didn't see. Whenever I say hello to Sailor, it's almost like I sound like a Mae West movie. Yeah. I got that you internally knew that, but I feel it's coming back sooner than you anticipated. I feel like therapy may have been extended until the middle of the year, of next year. And I feel like having someone to bounce ideas off is always important. And the one reason therapists are becoming popular is we've lost that bestie connection, or that talking over the fence with neighbours, if you have a fence, where you can share things and have somebody to bounce ideas off. It's now been replaced by a therapy client connection. You can do a shout out and let me know what you want to do, Wolfie, because that person may already deserve it. Yeah, that's unusual that it recently came up in you and discussed in therapy, because that's what I'm getting with this read. But I'm getting you as the deserving. I'm getting you as being full of love to give, and having to hold that back while working on clearing your own house. And I do get a really good outcome. A really positive outcome with the King of Pentacles. Look, Chaos, you read tarot, so I know that you understand what I mean by the King of Pentacles. It's a positive outcome. It's an assured and safe outcome, but it's also enjoyable with it being paired with the Six of Cups, which is like childhood energy, having a laugh, having a... I said to a young couple I came across that, you know, you punch him in the arm, and I've actually had fun with a partner doing that. But they took it the wrong way. It's like, no, just a friendly jab. Not a, not a, not a knuckle punch. In Australia, we call them dead legs. I think in the US, they're called horsies. But yeah, things like that. I've had fun with partners before doing that crazy stuff. And that's the energy that's coming up, but it's coming up with security. So it's coming up playful but secure. So hang on to that chaos and keep doing what you're doing because it's obviously working. And remember to give back to yourself. And I want to say, you're actually in a situation now where you can understand divine timing. Oh, Wolfie at least gets the knuckle dusting punch. Yeah. It's like dead arm or dead leg, we call it in Australia. I believe in the US it's called a horsey. Oh, update. Yay. Yes, please update. Oh. I love it when the chat can be updated. And as I said, I don't mind if the no's are just as loud as the yeses, because I'm human first. US is called a horsey. Yeah, that's what I thought it was called. Horsey. In Australia, we just call them dead leg, dead arm. But we've got an update coming from Chaos. Yes, white flowers. I remember that. And I know you couldn't place it. Her favourite was the white orchid. Thank you for the update. I'm sorry that your uncle chose around Christmas to do that. I have an understanding that when people do that, the desperation that they feel at the time is insurmountable. So just know that they're around you. For them to get things to you that are correct that you had no clue about, I have to be communicating with them because I can't be even reading your handle intuitively. Yeah. Look, when people do get to that stage of desperation though, I can understand it from a pain perspective. It took me 3 years of therapy to actually get to a stage where I could manage my pain without excessive medication. And I'm glad I did it that way, as I'm sure you guys are, because the other way would have resulted probably in the same. But I can understand it from a living person's perspective. Where if it's pain that's unrelenting, dealing with it is horrible. And there are ways through, which I hope my surviving it has provided other people with ways of getting through. And I do have to look at the list because I do know, I can't remember. Okay. Now Gold Hairs, you redeemed your Skip the Queue. Yeah, I remembered. I just knew I hadn't moved. And I do feel like there's ad in progress. But thank you, Chaos, for the feedback. Yeah, but also understand that even though they survive in spirit, I've lost people that are close to me. There's still a grieving process for us that are living. And that grieving process has to go through. You do get bumped up, see DeLuca? But Gold Hairs has redeemed a skip the queue. So it's for Gold Hairs now. 20 seconds of ads. Okay. Hopefully Gold Hairs hasn't been thrown to the ads. But I'm sure Gold Hairs will let me know. Now I tune into your energy, remember Gold Hairs, so a yes or a no is fine. If you get thrown to an ad, just let me know. I do feel like there's been news come in. And I want to say it's news to be celebrated, news to be giddy over. News to be happy over. And just so everybody knows, Corgi Duo, welcome in. You can't stay. Oh, thank you, Corgi Duo. Oh, 2 days ago. Then that's not what I was picking up. So let's see. I'm going to pick up the flower cards and see if I can't connect to Spirit again. So, oh, thank you, Corgi Duo. You're amazing. I've had so many generous people pop in. Jingle bells for the subs and the bits. But I need to be serious now for Gold Hairs. Can you understand this person with an R name, please, Gold Hairs? Yep, that can come, but if you can understand a person with an R name, or strong R, as in double R, they sometimes get the whole name out, other times they don't. Don't worry, Gold Hairs, I've got 2 decks, as you can plainly see on screen. Oh, thank you, Corgi Duo. Our name doesn't come to mind. Okay. Just in your quiet moments, think of it, because I do feel it relates to the person who passed. And there's something about who found them, whether it was you or whether it was their mother. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. Thank you, Corgi Duo. I always try and get my nails to look decent. Just trying to tune into Spirit for Gold Hairs. It was their girlfriend. Okay, if you can now think of the R name. Oh, thank you, Corgi Duo, for the sub. 13-month subversary. Woohoo! Because as I'm connecting with energy, their worry is that the person who found them is not doing well at all. They're almost wanting to join this person. And I feel like there was a shared habit. Yeah, I do feel like there was a shared habit. I feel like it was an opioid. And cannabis. Okay, you just have to say yes, no, Gold Hairs. And that way you're not giving anything away. I feel there was an opioid and cannabis as well, as in marijuana. I had to stop and think the name then. Cannabis, yes. I smelt it, believe it or not. Thank you for the stretch. I'm going to have to redeem it today, Corgi Duo. Oh, sweet dreams, Corgi Duo, and thank you for your generosity. Can you understand water surrounding this person, Gold Hairs? And thank you for doing the shout outs while focusing on this. Posture check. Okay, Wolfie. Yes, you will see me next week, Corgi Duo. Okay, I can understand that. I'm seeing stairs. I have no idea why I'm seeing stairs at the moment, but I know there was water, stairs, and I feel this person liked unusual music. It's almost like I can hear a sitar. But to me, that can also mean hippie music. Ground floor. I feel like a sitar. Let's see. S-I-T-A-R. Yeah, sitar. As in sitar music. I'm not connecting with them strongly enough. The stairs were close to their living arrangement. If you could check in on the person who found them, I feel like they're suffering a lot. And I want to say, don't feel guilty if you're prevented from going to the funeral. Regardless of what the reason is, don't feel guilty. There you go. If you cannot attend the funeral, don't feel guilty. There's something about not being able to attend the funeral. And I keep hearing whoever found them is in the same place they were. Yeah. Sitar, the musical instrument. Yes, I've heard one. Oh, you're asking Gold Hair. Sorry, Horse-Drawn Portrait. Yes, George played the sitar at times. Never heard of the instrument. Well, then I need to say hippie music. Hippie type music is what they like listening to. There's guilt over not attending the funeral. And I'm not sure why it's you that's withdrawn, Gold Hairs, but I feel like this event has you drawing into yourself. I do feel like time has stood still. And you're working instead of acknowledging pain. I feel like this person may have actually been a romantic interest at one point in your life, gold hairs. Yeah. And there's a wondering what could have been. Wolfie, you're a wealth of knowledge. Or you're sitting on Google for me. Reach out. I feel a lot of people haven't reached out. I feel that there is some sort of blame around the girlfriend. Or I'm not hearing girlfriend, I'm hearing the person who found me. You're sitting on Google. Well, thank you anyway, Wolfie. It's helping out heaps. Even if it's online, I feel reaching out. I feel there's a blame situation. But for you, it's an emotional situation, and I do feel there was a previous connection deeper than just friendship. Why is it funny I said hippie music, horse-drawn portrait? It's not her. Okay. Then there's a female suffering. As I said at the start, the person who found them, or mother. Oh no, I said you or mother. Yeah. If the girlfriend was with them, the girlfriend was on cannabis or marijuana or an opioid. I did get opioid because yeah. If it's not the girlfriend, I think I've been clear, gold hairs. If it's not the girlfriend, then check in with the mother. But I'd check in with the girlfriend because I got person who found me. And I feel the reason behind it is more of a blame game. So if the girlfriend was with them during, I can understand why the girlfriend is experiencing blame game. But I do get you having quite a close connection. You're more close to the girlfriend than your friend's mother. Then reach out to the girlfriend. I feel the girlfriend is getting blamed. So speak of it. Don't be afraid to speak of it. I don't feel they will bring it up. But you know, our internal dialogue can sometimes do us more harm than good. So I would say the girlfriend is having this internal dialogue of it being her fault and someone else is reinforcing it. So check in with the girlfriend, gold hairs. But I do get a strong connection between you and the person who passed. Ah. No, it's sort of, I heard a particular song and I know the sitar was used. So thank you for bringing up the Beatles. Because yes, it was sort of like that. Look, if I said skittle music, I don't think anybody would know what I was talking about. So I've got to try and combat my age when I get these senses. Yeah. But for yourself, I would also look at coming out of your shell, because I feel you're hiding away. And I'll add you to my healing prayers, Gold Hairs. Yeah, I know about the jammy music in movies, but yeah, it was a particular song that I heard. So, but Gold Hairs, I feel like you need to step out as well. And I feel no one's acknowledging your connection to this person. I feel like you're suppressing your feelings. Hey, J-Step, welcome in. You're suppressing your feelings. And I feel you're looking at working. As I said earlier in the read, you're looking at working. If you've got questions, ask them at the time. I'm getting the feeling. That helps, Gold Hairs. Okay. I'm feeling this person was in a world of chaotic thinking. And there was nothing you could do to stop it. And I don't know whether this is the person speaking to you or the person speaking to the girlfriend. I've got no idea. I'm just chaotic in my head.